being signed by the jail superintendent. It's not as if it's being leaked out of jail. Tarun Tejpal has signed that letter. He's allowed to write letters. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
He is trying to influence people by this letter when it is an in-camera trial. It is a rape case, and 327(2) says that it is an in-camera trial. It has to be not publicized. And at one time he says when his bail application comes up that I don't want media to be there, and today he changes the strategy. See, in such a serious offense, the law has to be upheld. Even if he is trying to dramatize, he cannot get out of it.
No, but one second. You've got a Goa police officer alleging Karuna Nandi that she's being threatened. Tejpal completely denies that. Now, the man is in jail. How do you know that the Goa police officer is telling us the truth? Or how do we know that Tejpal is telling us the truth when he says he's not intimidating her? What do you make of the new revelations?
Rahul, there are two issues that have now recently come up, right? Like, one is the alleged intimidation of the police officer, and the second is the publication of various photographs by which the victim can be identified, right?
Now, how do you know who's doing those? If those pictures are being circulated, there's no telling who's actually getting that done. The charge is that Tejpal's family or Tejpal's camp is getting it done, but there's no evidence to back that.
Absolutely. So there are these two allegations with potential criminal consequences that are going around. Now, when there are allegations, there is a court that is currently has taken cognizance of it, and these are two very serious criminal allegations, and they have to be gone into. We must be extremely clear, and time again, people in power, people with a lot of access to the media, seem to forget that publicizing the victim's name or any identifying feature, right, carries a 2-year criminal
charge that someone in the Tejpal camp is getting it done. You don't have an iota of doubt to back. You don't have an iota of proof to back that charge.
Rahul, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
Not at all.
You're saying people with access to the media are getting this done. Your insinuation is that someone close to Tejpal is getting it done.
No, I think
where's the evidence to back that?
I'm sorry. Perhaps I'm not making myself clear enough. I'm not just talking about very well. I'm not just talking about this case.
Yes.
I'm talking about a large number of cases in which the name of the victim has been released. My principle here is extremely clear. I think all of you in the media who actually have been quite responsible in this regard. So let's be fair. But there are a number of others who have released the name of the victim. Today I'm hearing that her photos with a very slim attempt at disguising her identity have been released. This carries a 2-year criminal sentence.
But I have a question, and I want to introduce Neha Gupta to this, because
that the magistrate needs to go into.
No, but the victim is alleging that it's someone in the Tejpal camp who's done this. There is no evidence at all to back that it's someone in the Tejpal camp who's doing it. It could be any friend, associate, acquaintance. We don't know. Yet, this will have implications on Tarun Tejpal's bail hearing. This will have implications on this case. And a fresh charge is being levelled. The Goa police officer I spoke to said that they will begin a probe under the new Rape Act for the new charge that's being levelled by this lady.
I think it has the most serious consequences for Tarun Tejpal. It has consequences for the girl, the victim. There's no denying that fact, that she is, her image will be tarnished by the publication of this picture. But also at stake, and this all of us here are not trying to understand that the largest stake here belongs to Tarun Tejpal. He's a man who's been behind bars for nearly 2 months now. He went, he was arrested on 30th November. So it's been 55 days he's been in police custody, in judicial custody. And not just a fresh charge is going to be leveled, his getting bail is going to be impossible now. He's not going to get bail because this fresh charge has come up, and the IO has leveled a charge saying that she's being intimidated. It seems a little difficult.
Why does it seem difficult to you?
I do not understand how an investigating officer can be intimidated by an accused person who is in custody. He's not out. I can understand when he's at large, he's out on bail, he can intimidate, but he's in the police custody, he's in judicial custody. How can he intimidate?